Hello book lovers! This is my fourth, this is hard, my fourth top 5 Wednesday video. In case you're wondering why I have different background going on, I'm visiting my godmother at the moment, so I'm here at her weekend house at the countryside. So I really wanted to film outside, but the weather is not so good and it is going to rain any moment and it looks awful and that's terrible, so no filming outside for me today. Anyways, today's topic for the top 5 Wednesday video is top 5 quotes from books. And at first I didn't really like this topic because I couldn't really remember any wise quote or something like that, but then I thought, why wouldn't I think of some quotes that are the best representative for some of my favorite series or books? That's how I came up with all these quotes, and I really love that, and I really love the topic afterwards because, hey, who doesn't like quotes? So the first quote I'm going to tell you, and those quotes are in no particular order. The first one I'm going to tell you is from the book I'm currently reading, or better to be said, the book I'm currently listening to, because that is the first audiobook I have ever listened to, and that is Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge, or whatever her name is pronounced. And I'm really liking this book so far, and a few days ago a friend asked me if I wanted this book, this audiobook, because he got it somewhere from the internet. I think that he bought it at the audible.com, or he just, I have no idea. He asked me if I wanted this book, and of course I wanted it. Who wouldn't like to listen to The Cruel Beauty, because this book is so poetic and it is dark and it is really great, so I'm really enjoying listening to it so far. I think that I would also like to read it, so I'm going to get it for my Kindle and then I'm going to read it. And enough about that. The quote is, "Duty is bitter to taste but sweet to drink." This is the sentence Nick's father said to her. If you've read Cruel Beauty, then you'll know that this is not the most cheerful quote you'll ever find, but it somehow gets memorable, and I was kind of surprised because I haven't seen this quote on Goodreads, and I think that it should be on Goodreads because it's really memorable, and somehow it is true, although we know from Nick's Destiny that it isn't always like that. But if you don't know what this book is about, it is somehow a retelling of The Beauty and the Beast, and I really like it so far, so I'll probably make a review and then I'm going to tell you more about it. So the second quote is from The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, and this is one of my all-time favorite fantasy books, both the first and second part, and it has many wise sayings in it. And the one that I like the most, and that I think represents these books the most, is, "The best lies about me are the ones I told." Because if you are familiar with the story and the main character quote, then you'll know that this sentence is just the right one for this book, and I really love that. So the third one is from all Jacqueline Carey's books, Crucial books, I think that's what they're called, and that is a sentence that we all hear many times, but it really reminds me on these books because it got repeated many times in the story and it is really memorable. So the quote is, "All knowledge is worth having." And I really love that many people love this quote, and there are many tattoos and many pictures of people who are sending their tattoos to Jacqueline Carey, and they're all about this quote. So all knowledge is worth having. The same thing goes with the next quote, and that is from Anne Bishop's books and from her Black Jewels trilogy and other Black Jewels books. And that quote is, "Everything has a price." So if you've read this fantasy trilogy, it is dark fantasy thing that I think then you'll know what I'm talking about. And the last quote that I wanted to tell you about is from Jennifer Fallon's Warlord book, and it is from the Hitrin Chronicles, I think. And that quote is, "Accept what you cannot change. Change that which is unacceptable." And I really love that quote, because I love changing the unacceptable, believe me. That would be my last quote, and I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video, and that will be soon, hopefully. I'll see you soon.